Hey everyone, welcome back to another review. Today we're going to take a look at this retired set from 2019. This is set number 10267, Gingerbread House. Now this is actually part of the Winter Village theme. It's this theme that LEGO puts out every single year, a new LEGO set around Christmas time. And so this is the one from 2019. Now, let's just say that this LEGO set has received a somewhat frosty reception from the LEGO community. Now, part of that, I think, is because if you are, someone who wants to create a real life town or village, in a Christmas time with the snow and the Christmas decorations, and so you have this kind of real life scenario, and then all of a sudden in the middle you have this whimsical, kind of magical, playful gingerbread house. Well, that doesn't quite fit what you're going for. Now, to be honest, I don't have any other of the Winter Village sets, so this is the only one I got. So I'm going to be reviewing this set based solely as this set, not as a part of the collection. Okay, so I think that's just important to note. And again, you may have a totally different opinion, and that's totally fine. If you agree or disagree with me, I'm open to your thoughts. If you are open to my thoughts about why I think this is the best of the Winter Village sets, then let's get into it. So I bought this LEGO set in the summer of 2020. So yes, it was Christmas in July for us, but I bought it in the middle of our COVID lockdown. And so it was a dark time in our world, in our city, in our family. And so it was a lot of fun going to the LEGO store, picking this out, bringing it home, and building it with my kids during that time. Now this set, means a little bit extra to me because it's kind of the first set that got me back into LEGO. Now I grew up with LEGO. I have tons of them from when I was a kid. I loved creating my own mocks and my own creations, but this was kind of the first set that brought me back into LEGO as an adult, and so it means a lot in that, but to get to do that with my kids was so much fun. And it wasn't special just for that summer, but it's been special every single year because around Thanksgiving time, when we pull out all of our Christmas decorations, we pull out this LEGO set and we rebuild it together as a family. And so that has been such a special tradition and memory for me. So that's part of why this set means a lot to me. But it's not just that. I have rebuilt this now 5-6 different times now, and I have not gotten bored of it. I think the building experience, the technique, getting to do it with family, and then actually getting to play with it with my kids is really, really fun. So let's take a closer look now.
So this set actually comes with two separate instruction manuals. The first one is pretty small, and it covers just bag one, which is the minifigures and the mini side builds, which we'll look at here in a second. And then the second instruction manual covers the actual gingerbread house. But I like that LEGO does this sometimes, of having multiple instruction packets, because it allows for building together. Before we take a look at the side builds, I want to show you the minifigures. This is the gingerbread man, or the dad, I think. Yeah, overall, this is a great character. The printing is crisp and clear, especially the white on different color. Like his mustache. I like this new kind of element that they made for the head. There's a little, printed brown. I think must be chocolate. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting piece. And yeah, this is what it kind of looks like from the side angle, which is interesting. But yeah, overall, I think this is a great character. I think it's creative, it's fun, it's unique, and I'm glad that LEGO did it. We also have a gingerbread woman. So basically the same kind of style as the gingerbread man, except that she has like pink frosting instead of the chocolate frosting. A little bit different of face print. She has kind of rosier cheeks and stuff. But she also has a skirt piece, which if you've never seen this before, it's kind of interesting, and it's printed, which I think is awesome. Again, really good quality print, and just kind of slides over here on the legs, and then you just kind of pop in the torso as best as you can. But yeah, she also is a great figure. And then the other next figure, I don't know if you could really call it a figure. This is the baby gingerbread baby. So yeah, it's just a 1x2 printed tile. Super cute. I'm assuming the baby is on a cookie sheet or cookie tray. I don't know. But yeah, it might have been nice if it was an actual figure, but I mean, my kids love this little baby and think it's adorable, and it fits in a lot of the features, which we'll look at here in a second. And last thing before we get to the final main build, these are the mini side builds, which there are a lot of them, and some of them are pretty small, which can be a little bit annoying. You don't want to lose them, but overall, these are pretty great. You have this Christmas tree, which is made with wedge plates, kind of a studs not on top technique, but I really like the star. I like these pieces, how they did it. Obviously, the back doesn't look as great, but overall, I think it's a really great little Christmas tree. For the outside, you got a bunch of different presents in different styles. I'm not exactly sure why there's a pretzel on this present, but my kids like it, so that's cool. And then this little, I think it's a truck, I think is also very clever, very unique, so I like that. The train looks really great. Again, the wheels don't actually move, but I think it's a really great little mini model. Same for this rocking horse, which again doesn't really fit a minifigure, but it's pretty great. It actually does rock, and you can actually put the little gingerbread baby. Let's see if I can actually get it with my fingers. There you go. So there you go. See, he's riding it. So that's kind of cool. And then the other builds that I really like this the snowblower. It's really cool. I like the little gear kind of Technic pieces for it. It has lots of little whimsical things like the little peppermint swirls and gumdrop buttons and things like that. But yeah, this is actually a really cool little build that I actually really like. And then last but not least, we have this little baby carriage, which again has like little cookies and chocolate bar and stuff like that. So it's kind of leaning into the gingerbread house and that type of living. But yeah, it's really great. And of course, you can put gingerbread baby in the carriage just like that. So also very cute. All right, here is the actual main build, the gingerbread house. And obviously we'll zoom in and kind of look at some of the details. But first, I just wanted to kind of capture the overall look, from this angle, just the colors, the contrast between the brown and the bright white of the frosting, the red and white candy canes, just the color on the gumdrops. Obviously this giant chimney up here in the middle that captures your attention right away. The fireplace, the windows, I forgot the windows, the sparkly or glittery pink and purple of the windows. It's just also magical. So I just wanted to kind of look at it from this standpoint just for a second. And that, again, I know I've heard people say the set doesn't quite fit with the rest of the Winter Village lineup. And yes, between like a toy shop and a fire station, this would look kind of weird right in the middle. But this is why I think this is such an incredible Lego set just on its own. Just the pure color and creativity and imagination and playability that this Lego set just holds is incredible. And I think that's what Lego is all about. So in my mind, that's why I think this is the best of the Winter Village Lego sets. Now again, that's just my opinion and everyone has one. All right, the house is set on these white plates, which again is nice, especially with the rounded kind of edges in the front, which kind of allows it to be, just a nice display item, I think. In the front, we have obviously the front door that opens inward. There, it's getting stuck there. You have this one of three stickered elements right here. Home sweet, as in like, candy sweet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you get it. You got these lamps, the little wreath here, which is great. These candy canes, which are on these like hinge elements, so they kind of can stay in place, which is nice. And then you have another stickered element, candy lane right there. Kind of turning on this side. Again, I love the use of these. Again, very simple. I mean, just putting these like 1x1 round tiles, but they look like gumdrops. The windows, honestly, I think the windows are one of my favorite parts, mostly because how they let the light in. Hopefully we can get some good images of that, but it just kind of adds to the magic of this place. The fireplace actually lights up. There's a light brick, and if you click the top of the smoke from the chimney, which you can't really see right now. Here, let me look up here. So you push this down and it does light up the fireplace. And this is kind of a unique fireplace. It's on the inside and the outside, which is kind of interesting, but still pretty magical. So yeah, this is definitely a very fun feature. I love the candy cane elements. Again, these are just simple 1x1 red and white plates. All of these different like wedges and what are they, like claw pieces kind of type thing? I don't like, they look like actual like frosting dripping down from my kids' actual gingerbread houses. So I think that's pretty cool. I do like the little wood over here, the picnic table that they can sit outside in the snow. But whatever, they're probably used to this. well, not snow, I guess frosting, right? Yeah, there it is. So, and then you also have another side door with a wreath and the roof and stuff like that. So, so yeah, the door is kind of hard to close, but you can easily do it from the inside. So, once again, I love these, all the roof pieces, how they come together. It's hinged up here. There's like Technic plates, but it's hidden by these little gumdrop swirl pieces, which just is really, really cool. Yeah, how this all comes together is just really an incredible feat for all of these places. There's not a whole lot of gaps, which is just, yeah, it's a really cool build. Honestly, the roof is always my favorite to do. Turning it around towards the back, this is where there are a lot of details, and this is one of the areas that, again, I don't have any of the other Winter Village themes, but there's a lot of detail in this set. Kind of reminds me of the modular sets, and not that the other ones don't, but I just feel like this one has a lot of that. Yeah, you have like 2 different floors. Obviously, this floor is all tiled off. There is 1 stud here in the kitchen area that you can place a minifigure. It maybe would have been nice to have a couple more, but it's okay. Again, this looks really nice. Some great furniture pieces. You got this chair that's brick built. Again, I love the colors of it. Just kind of, I mean, it looks like something that you would eat. So that's really great. You have the inside of the fireplace. Again, that does light up. It's kind of hard to see in the light. You do have some stockings that are brick built down here. Let me lift this up so you can kind of see a little bit better. You have a family portrait, which is really cute. And again, that's the other stickered element with some candles on the mantle. So I think that's pretty great. Cookies and I'm assuming milk left out for Santa. Again, these gumdrop swirl things or peppermint swirls are just great uses for all sorts of things in this. In the front over here, there is like I always forget about this because it's so tucked back in here. There's like, I think like coat rack and some kind of like shelving right over here, but you kind of forget about that. But the kitchen is really great. Again, it's very small, very simple, but really, really good. I like the use of the cookies for the drawers, and then you do have a little piece of oven. I guess you could put your baby in the cookie tray in there, but I'm just not really sure. All right, this top floor also has a lot of details. It has 2 separate rooms. You got the bedroom over here, which again, I love this bed, the colors with the pink, the white, and this tan. Just kind of makes it look like a cookie or something you could actually eat. Which I do have a question for you. What kind of sheets do you think they have on this? Do you think they have cookie sheets? Okay, I know that was a really bad dad joke, but I am a dad, okay? So I can get away with it. I love the lamp over here. My kids love the lamp. It kind of looks like cotton candy kind of swirl on there, so that's pretty cool. There is a little crib over here, which is really adorable, and so I did put the little ginger baby in there. There's kind of this suggestion of like, again, a blocker between the 2 rooms, but it doesn't really, I mean, there's no door or anything like that, but this is the bathroom, which is kind of fun to actually, I guess, have a bathroom as part of a Lego set. So there's a brick built tub, which is pretty cool, but there's like brown ingot pieces in there, so I'm assuming it's chocolate, so maybe they take baths in chocolate. I don't know, but anyway, we think that's interesting. And then of course the toilet, and the toilet is obviously a favorite for the kids. And then you got some like Christmas towels, red and green over here too. So you can kind of see the roof over from this way. There's just not many gaps. Like, this did a really nice job with all of these different angles. There's so many different types of angles, and they just, yeah, the designer did an incredible job. And finally, I wanted to show off the light coming through these windows. Again, these are like pink and purple transparent and glitter bricks, and yeah, again, when the light comes through, especially if it's sunlight, like it looks so magical in here. So I put a light just behind this gingerbread house, so it's not capturing the exactly how it looks, but it at least gives you an idea of kind of the different colors that you can see from the inside, as well as all of the incredible little details from the interior of this set. One other thing that I was going to mention is as we kind of zoom out a little bit and kind of get a better look at some of this is, this actually kind of inspires me to want to build like more gingerbread type stuff. So I'm wondering like how much, brown and how many white tiles I have. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool to make like a little gingerbread car, or, I don't know, gingerbread little cabin or something, or a tree house or something in the back or something like that. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of creativity and imagination that this set invokes in me, and maybe it's part of it just is Christmas time and getting to do this with kids kind of adds to that. But yeah, it makes me want to build more and build new things that kind of go along with this gingerbread world.
Well, thank you so much for watching, for looking at this awesome Lego set with me, for putting up with the gingerbread-based puns. If you have your own puns, I would love to hear them in the comment section below. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. And once again, thanks for listening to a little bit about my story, and I hope in some way that it connected with your story as well. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, Merry Christmas and happy building.